Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. I absolutely love it when you get a lead in like we just had. Our last caller was talking about getting his wife started on a centerfire pistol, but got her started off using a .22 pistol, which I think is probably a really good way to go, get her going. And she really is enjoying her new pistol. Speaking of that, we have a new .22 pistol to talk about. Joining us to introduce that is Phil Strader from SIG Sauer. Phil, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thanks.
Good deal. Okay, you got a dog in the background. I like this. This is a family affair.
Yeah.
We bring dogs too.
Yeah, they're always around.
All right, so this is not SIG's first .22 pistol, I gather.
It's not our first .22 offering, but it is the first .22 standalone pistol that we created and designed and built at SIG.
Okay. And it's called the P322. So if you would, give us the overview of what it is and what it does.
Well, I mean, the P322 was not built in a vacuum. There are a lot of pretty good .22 pistols out on the market already. Some of them do things well, some of them do things not so well. And we basically took all of the strong points of every system we could get our hands on, and we basically set up an idea or a general idea of what we wanted in a .22 pistol. And then, of course, the very first thing, the most important attribute of that pistol was reliability, the ability to take any ammo and within reason, obviously, and shoot it, including, the bulk box stuff at Walmart up to really expensive stuff, Lopua, CCI, and the high-end ammo all the way down to Thunderbolt.
That's even more difficult than a lot of people would understand. I think it probably is more difficult with a .22 rimfire than it is with any other caliber.
It is. It's just not a lot of, I don't want to say quality control, but the specs are pretty relaxed when it comes to making rimfire.
Yes.
It's you can get bullets that are completely out of spec. You can get rims that don't have the right amount of primer flow in them, which, you see, that's what you usually will see in really low quality .22 is just, the gun goes off. I mean, you pull the trigger and the rim gets a hit on it, but it just doesn't go off. And sometimes you can take that round out and rotate it.
Spin it around and find the priming compound in there.
Right. And, that's pretty typical. But, there were a lot of things about our 322 that were unique in that we were able to find a way to put 20 rounds in a compact, small-framed pistol. And that, of course, required a lot of engineering effort to make sure it worked, to make sure it was consistent. And, that's one of the biggest attributes of this little pistol is, that when you fully loaded, it holds 21 rounds.
Well, and it weighs like 17 ounces. It doesn't weigh a lot. You got this really cool flat trigger. It actually is a pretty good gateway or pathway for somebody who wanted to get into this to start with that and then move maybe to one of the other SIG pistols.
That is indeed. I actually taught my wife how to shoot with a suppressed .22 pistol because it took the sound and the recoil out of the equation, and those are the two things that distract new shooters the most. So this is the perfect gateway gun, if you will, to anyone looking to learn how to shoot and do it without the distractions of a lot of recoil or the distractions of having to stop shooting every 10 rounds and have to go back and reload your magazine. So this actually gives you, what comes in the box gives you 40 rounds to go out there and refine your skills without all the distractions of a large discharge and a very loud discharge. So it's just
it comes. Is it set up for a suppressor?
It is. It comes with it's a threaded barrel, but when it's shipped, it's actually shipped with a thread cover. But in the box is an included thread adapter, so that simply goes onto the threads, and then the adapter sticks out a little bit, and you're able to mount any sort of suppressor with a 1/2 by 28 thread pattern that you like, and it's a fixed barrel, so The suppressors have no impact on the function, regardless of their weight or length or size or anything.
Okay. And fiber optics front sight?
Fiber optic sights. We wanted to do a front sight, and we also added a fiber optic rear. Oh. And it comes in a sight plate. The rear sight is included in a plate assembly, so you can actually take the whole rear sight off and replace it with a Romeo Zero Elite or similarly footprinted optic.
Okay, so you can go red dot on there if you want to. Sweet.
Red dot, suppressed. Even if you want to you can put a flashlight on it. If you need a squirrel assassin gun and you want to do it at night, you can actually put a flashlight because it has a 1913 rail on it.
It's got a rail on it too, so there you go. You can be out there hunting squirrels at night or whatever you want to do. And it's got, I'm looking at the thumb safety on it. It actually is in a good place where it actually is usable because unfortunately, and you know the drill, some of these smaller pistols, 22s, they have a thumb safety that's more of a suggestion than an actual thing.
Right. It's an afterthought. It's just, hey, this gun has to have a safety, and then that's all they're told. So our requirement was, we want to have a manual safety. It is a single action only pistol. So we needed a manual safety. We needed it to be ambidextrous, and we needed it to be, like you said, in a natural position. So for someone like me who's comfortable shooting 1911s, I can actually rest my thumb on the safety, and it feels perfectly fine. And for those who don't prefer that, they can simply take the safety off and move their thumb off to the side, and it's nice that you can use it, but it's also nice that it doesn't get in the way. So along with that ambi safety, we also have an ambi slide catch, and you can reverse the magazine catch. So it's completely ambidextrous and can be set up for a lefty and a righty the exact same way.
It's a slick looking pistol, lightweight. It comes with 2 magazines, so you get started that way. Is it available? Is it shipping now?
It is shipping. We actually shipped the guns out on an embargo the weekend before we launched. We launched the 322 on 322 on March 22nd, and we wanted to make sure that we had guns in the store because we knew people were going to be going straight to the store and getting them. So we strategically did that for a purpose because we knew this was going to be popular. We're also ramping up production to meet that impending need and drive because it's an awesome gun, like you said. I mean, what other 22 pistol does all of that, and it gives the end user a choice between triggers. It's a trigger shoe, a modular trigger system. So if you don't like the flat trigger that it ships with, there's a curved trigger in the box that can be removed and reinserted and installed any way you like. So curved and flat.
So what's this going to cost?
You're right now. It's like cars out there. You come out with a new car and everything's more expensive. But, once everything dies down, we're selling them in our pro shop right now for about $419. But once everything settles down and we start to catch up with the demand, you're probably going to see them right at $400.
Okay. It's not bad for a good quality pistol like this. It's one of those lifetime purchases. And you can actually find 22 ammo these days, and it's not, compared to those of us who've been shooting a long time, all ammo is expensive, but it's not crazy expensive these days.
Yeah, it's not terribly expensive, and it's actually findable. That's a big, huge thing for 22 is actually be able to find it. But, this is a great gun. It's not the cheapest 22 out there, but we wanted to keep it very, very close. We wanted to keep it around, $50 as close to the cheapest we could get, and we're actually underpriced compared to a couple of others that have less features, and this gun will last literally forever. We built it to last. We didn't build it as a disposable pistol. We still have guns that are going through tests and just to see how many rounds we can put on them. So these guns are built for durability, for reliability, and for ergonomics. And we wanted to pack as many features as we could, more than our competition. And I think we succeeded.
Yeah, we've got video of you and Ryan and crew on our website at guntalk.tv. You can take a look over there and see the new pistol at work. And, of course, SIG's got all the information at sigsauer.com as well. Phil, thanks so much for spending a little time with us here. Cool development. I like this. And I know it's like just one in a whole string you got coming.
Well, we're always trying to stay ahead of the curve.
All right. Look, I look forward to seeing you again.
All right, buddy.
You take care. All right, Phil Strader from SIG. Yeah. It's called the P322. You can go find it over at sigsauer.com. Also, check out the video we did with it, shooting it